Hi students, today we'll start with new unit number 4 called System Implementation and MIWS, Management Information Wide Systems. In that very first topic will be System Implementation. So once a new information system application in design, it must be implemented as a working system and maintained to keep it operating properly. So you have to regularly monitor it. Implementation, okay, you'll do, but after that, whether to check whether it is running properly, working according to the requirements, specification, like that. So we have to continuously monitor. The implementation process follows the investigation, analysis, design stages of the system development life cycle. So what is implemented? It is a vital step in the deployment of IT, information technology, to support the employees, customers and other business stakeholders of a company. It is a very important step, vital step. So the deployment of IT in the organization to reduce the work, to enhance the productivity, so to bring communication easier across the organization. So these are some of the issues which will be resolved using this implementation step. And what is this implementation process? So it will be carried in 7 phases or 7 steps. Phase 7 or step 7. First establish management information needs and formulate broad system objectives so as to delineate important decision areas, to identify what are the important areas of taking decisions. So based upon that, you will try to deliver the information system which will be suitable or which will be catering to the need at that particular level. Then develop general description of possible system as a course design. This design will have to be further refined by more precise specification. For efficient management of information processing, the system should be based on the few databases related to different subsystems of the organization. And once the information units needed have been determined, a system design developed, decide how information will be collected. So then you have to decide what are the activities or tasks which will be performed, how that data will be collected and processed as information, how it will be collected. Then develop a network showing information flows. You might use different techniques called DFD or ER diagram, like that, so that you can make use and you can show how the information flows from one particular place to another place, origin to destination. Then test the hypothesis system until it meets the operational requirements, considering the specifications stipulated for performance and the specified organizational constraints. By looking into that, you have to test the hypothesis. Then recheck that all critical data, important vital data pertaining to various subsystems and for the organization as a whole are fully captured. Whatever that's required, it's completely captured. Ensure that information is generated in a timely manner and it is captured completely. All the vital information is captured. And then monitor actual implementation of the system and its functioning from time to time. Regularly you need to monitor. This is the important step. So what it says, once you implement, that will not be the end of the information system. It might work automatically, but regularly monitoring is also very important. Is the system working according to the specification given by the designer? If any deviation is there, what are the deviation, then how to mitigate? So in order to do that one, so regular monitoring is very important. Next, implementation strategies. So the system design should be specific to an organization, respecting its time, structure and operations. 6 strategies for determining the system design have been suggested. They are: first one, organizational chart approach. Using this approach, the system is designed based on the traditional functional areas. Organization chart consists of different departments: finance, administration, production, R&D, and extension. So these functional areas define current organizational boundaries and structure. So based upon that, you are going to apply the strategies to build this system and implement. Then integrate later approach. It does not conform to any specified formats as part of an overall system. There is no notion on how the system will evolve in the organization. Such a system becomes difficult to integrate in present day's environment where managers demand quick and repeated access to information from subsystems. The integrate later approach is becoming less and less popular. So this one nowadays, because of the requirement of early information, this system integrate later approach is less popular. Then third study is data collection approach. This approach involves collection of all data which might be relevant to system design. The collected data then classified, and the classification influences the way the data can be useful at later stages. This is data collection approach. Then database approach. A large and detailed database is prepared, stored, and maintained. The database approach is more and more accepted for main reasons. So this one widely used approach. Because mainly two reasons. First, because of data independence, it allows easier system development, and second, it provides management with immediate access to the information required. So this database approach widely used. Then top-down approach involves defining the information need for successive layers of the management. So levels of management: top management, middle, and lower management. So based upon that, you'll use this. Then total system approach. In this approach, the interrelationship of the basic information are derived prior to implementation. Data collection, storage, and processing are designed and done within the framework of the total system. This approach can be successfully implemented in organizations which are developing. If it is already developed, then this one is not that much suitable, but if it is developing organization, then this approach is pretty much suitable. The next one topic is system evaluation. So after the MIS or the system has been operating smoothly for a short period of time, an evaluation of each step of the design and the final performance should be made. Evaluation of the performance as well as the process should be made. There is always a pressure to go on the new jobs, but the feedback principle should apply to the work of the MIS as well as to the product. So certainly once the work is done, certainly everyone will look to proceed to the next one. But it is very important to check back also what exactly you are done, whether it is done accordingly or whether it is correctly, if any changes are there, any mistake. So it's better to check prior and then proceed further. So evaluation of MIS is an integral part of management control process in which the organizations determine or appraise the quality or worth of their information system. The organization will determine or they will try to appraise their quality and worth, whether it is useful. So in simple words, evaluation of MIS is a process of measuring performance of organizational information systems. The feedback so obtained helps determine the necessary adjustments to be made in their information system. Why you need feedback? Why you need to evaluate and you have to get feedback? So that whatever the current information system or whatever the new information system which they are building is correct, is up to the requirement of the organization, is updated. So if any changes are there, so that you can make the changes. So you will make that evaluation process. The next topic will be evaluation approaches. So what are the approaches you will use for evaluation? There are different approaches to evaluate a system in an organization. So these provide different means to measure accomplishment of system objective, to check the system objective, to check that these approaches will provide suitable options. So very first one is quality assurance review or technical review also they call. Focus on assessing the information systems technical quality, the quality of the system. So example, comparison of standards and operations acceptance procedure. So this technical evaluation includes variable like data transmission rate, main or secondary storage, CPU capacity, technical reviews, etc. So that one we will call as quality assurance review. Second is compliance audits. Compliance audits are application control reviews, assess the adequacy and completeness of controls for the system input, output, processing, security and access. Compliance audits are typically performed by autonomous internal audit function by other organizations which are mainly for this evaluation purpose. They will come and assess your organization's information system, and then they will provide the report whether your information systems are up to the mark. So this one is compliance audit. Then third one is budget performance reviews. Evaluation of MIS budget performance concentrates on compliance with a predetermined budget expenditure level for the development of the system. Evaluation of user budget performance has its focus on system resource consumption by the user. So budget performance according like your invested cost, your incurred cost for developing that. So whether it is performing according to that, to check you will do this one. Then computer performance evaluation. The production capability of the computer hardware is typically evaluated in terms of performance efficiencies and bottlenecks that limit production. Example, computer performance evaluation measurements are made on percent uptime, actual throughput and input channel utilization, like the technical words. So using some test they will check whether the hardwares are working properly. Then service level monitoring. Service level monitoring focuses on assessing the information and support provided to the users based on the terms established between the system and the user person. Based on the interface what they have provided, it will try to assess for up to what level the service is being provided. Then next is user attitude survey. So this method is used in operational evaluation. So this considerates refer to whether the input data is adequately provided to the output is usable. This type of attitude survey is conducted through questionnaire or interviews to appraise the user's perception towards the information system. Then post installation review. The focus of this is often on estimating whether the system meets the requirement definition. That is, for example, does the system do what is designed to do exactly. Then last will be a very important one, cost benefit analysis, also known as economic evaluation. The analysis quantifies the system's effect on organizational performance in terms of money. So direct cost savings or tangible financial benefits, like that. So what exactly the benefit, because you have invested huge cost on it, then what is the benefit the organization is gaining because of that information system. So that one will got as cost benefit analysis. The next one is evaluation classes. Evaluation of performance measurement consists of two major classes. One is effectiveness, another is efficiency. Effectiveness refers to the quality of the outputs. Effectiveness refers to the quality of the outputs from the system. It means doing the right thing in the right manner so that the desired results may be achieved. Effective, right thing in the right manner. Whereas second one, efficiency, it is a measure of amount of resources required to achieve the output. That is the use of system resources to get results. So being efficient implies the system is operating in the right way. So effectiveness and efficiency. The relationship between the efficiency and effectiveness can be analyzed using this particular picture. The relationship between effectiveness and efficiency is that effectiveness is a measure of goodness of output, while efficiency is a measure of the resources required to achieve that output. So efficiency, measuring the relative cost of producing outputs. So what are the inputs you will be using that will be processed and it will be converted into outputs. So that efficiency means the effectiveness is the measures output against the desired outputs, the results, what that is effectiveness, and to achieve that one, whatever the process you will carry out, that will be efficiency, and that can be achieved by proper feedback. So this is regarding the relationship of efficiency and effectiveness.